Well, we would like to welcome back Heather Van Horn, chef from Mayo Clinic Health System. Now, she's joining us this morning with a super tasty tilapia recipe.
That is correct.
Heather, we were just talking in the break about how some people get a little nervous with fish.
They do. And I think it's all about how you prepare it and using spices and seasonings that you're comfortable with. And you can go, the sky's the limit. You could do fruit salsas, you could, do savory or maybe a little bit of sweeter aspect to it. But today, we're gonna kind of do a little bit of both with a fruit salsa.
And tilapia is a super mild fish, is that right?
Yes, very lean,
that's
very
why
flaky.
I like it, because I'm not into the real fishy taste, but something mild like this is good. But I think it scares a lot of people too. They think it's hard to prepare fish too, like the overcooking and things like that. Okay.
Not at all.
Yeah.
All right.
Awesome.
So we're going to talk about searing today, and that's exactly what you're talking about, overcooking. And so this will be our piece here where we talk about exactly how we go ahead and do that.
Okay.
So we got our pan nice and hot here.
All right.
So the key is to get your pan nice and hot.
Okay.
You want to get that nice sear on the fish when you're going to do it.
All right.
But what we're going to do very, very first is we're going to now get our spices together here.
Okay.
So I have some fresh oregano. Well, I should say dried oregano, sorry. A little bit of salt and pepper.
Okay.
We're going to do a little bit of cumin. Now this is going to add a ton of flavor and really pull out the flavor of our salsa as well.
It's one of my favorite spices.
Yep.
And then I have a little bit of granulated garlic powder there.
Okay. Look at all this good stuff.
I know. And then we're just going to take this and mix it together here a little
Okay.
bit, nice and simple. Now you could always add a little bit of like cayenne pepper if you want it to be a little spicier.
Yeah, I might like that.
But I like to kind of make the fish let it sing itself.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and
So this is like a
season.
rub.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're going to liberally season your fish with this.
Okay.
And as you can see here, my fish was pretty dry, and that's what you're looking for when you're trying to sear something, is you want it to be dried off so that it gets that nice Maillard reaction, which is the natural carbs in it that are searing.
What? The what?
The carbs and the sugar. It's called a Maillard
We're
reaction.
learning a new word today.
That was our daily holiday.
Yeah.
It was learn
Expand
new words.
your vocabulary.
Well,
right?
This.
There's your word of the day.
Heather's helped us out. Okay.
All right, so then I'm going to go ahead here and add just a little bit of oil.
Okay.
So now when you heat up your pan nice and hot in the beginning, the oil's going to spread out on its own, and you're not going to need to use quite as much of it.
Does it matter what kind of oil?
I'm using canola oil here.
Okay.
You want to be careful that you use an oil that's not going to be burnt from heating up too high.
Got it.
So
Okay.
a vegetable oil, a canola oil, an olive oil, not an extra virgin olive oil here.
I can smell that.
So are we supposed to
Rub.
do this on both sides or just one side?
I like to just do it on the one
Okay.
side. Now, what we're going to do here is we're going to sear the presentation side down first.
Okay.
So that's the part that you're going to want. So like a fish here, this would be the skin side here where you see the bloodline.
Yep.
So we're going to have that searing side up. So we're going to get a
Okay.
little bit of our oil on the pan here, and then we're going to let it sit. We're not going to touch it
All right.
until
Okay.
we're ready to flip.
Okay.
So that's the key. So you don't want to move it around. You don't want to do too much with
Just
it.
let it
Just
sit.
let it sit. So
Okay.
we're going to turn up our heat just a little bit more.
Okay.
And now we're going to go ahead and make our salsa while that's working.
All right.
We're
Is
gonna
that this?
switch out-
We need
Yeah,
this?
yeah, you can
Got
help me
about what?
make it.
Minute 30 left, so
Okay.
we'll get going.
All right, go ahead and
You just
add
want me to
your.
throw all this stuff
yep,
in?
Yep. So we got red peppers
Red
there.
peppers here. I'll put it over here so
All
people can see a
right.
little better. Red peppers.
Yep. Some pineapple.
Pineapple. Bam.
Yep.
Oh boy, this one's
Jalapenos.
Jalapenos.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Then you got some diced red onion.
onion. All right.
Yep.
And then what's this?
That's fresh cilantro.
Oh, yeah,
so
my
maybe
favorite.
go about half. Well, we'll do all of it. That's
Okay.
okay.
I like cilantro.
And then this one here's a little bit of honey.
well, I guess
We'll
we'll do
go half of, we'll do the whole
Okay.
thing. I
And then
guess.
we'll add
anything
in,
else?
there should be some salt there.
Oh, yeah.
Yep,
Yep,
just
yep.
a little bit.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
So
I
about
Then
half
overdo the
of that's
salt.
good.
Everything in
All
here,
right.
so-
Then we'll just mix it together, and look
Okay.
how nice and beautiful that is. I mean, you're talking nice, bright, beautiful
fresh.
colors. You could add citrus in here because it's such in season too. If you wanted to add a little oranges
Here,
or
tilt it out a
grapefruit,
little bit. Look at that.
and easy,
Super
easy,
yummy.
easy, easy. So once it's already seared,
Okay.
so we're looking pretty good here. We're gonna flip her over,
Ooh, yeah.
and then it gets that nice golden brown on
yeah,
there.
yeah. You see, give that a look. See. Let's see.
And then you're
Smells
not
nice, too.
playing with it the
Yum.
whole time. So
Right.
when you leave it sit in the pan like that, it gets that nice golden brown sear.
Yep.
You don't have things sticking to the pan where you're trying to get
Yeah,
it
that
off
drives me
there and
nuts.
fight with it. And then like a nice light flaky fish like this, you're looking for it to stay nice and flaky and not fall apart all over your pan.
Okay.
Nice.
So we're gonna pretend that this is all done.
Yeah, so then we would have our brown rice here.
Got it.
And then we would be putting our salsa on the top of it. So
Fish, the yummy,
we
and the
probably
salsa.
have like 30 seconds
30
left.
seconds left.
All
Well,
right.
maybe we'll we'll fake it right now. Here you go. That with the salsa on the top
Yep.
is like, you say this
Look
is
at that.
fruity and savory because it's got
Yep.
the spices in
Yep.
there, and
Yep.
oh, yum.
And look how
Looks
pretty
great.
that looks.
That is pretty.
Dibs on that. Dibs on that. Okay, so if people would like this recipe, we're going to put it on our website and on our Facebook page, and they can make this at home and give it a try for themselves.
Yes, they can.
Chef Heather, we love having you.
Thanks so
for
much.
giving us this great recipe. We're going to take a break. Bill, we'll have another check on our forecast coming up.